Oh my gosh, so Naruto 601 came out, and once again, as you can tell by my expression, super hype. This chapter was crazy. I loved a lot of it. There was one thing that I do have a gripe with that I gotta talk about, but let's get started. First of all, getting the chapter early made my freaking day. Love it. So let's start off with one of the big things about the chapter is from last chapter, Madara showed up, which a lot of people were like, wait, what happened with the Kages? And all the Kages are beaten up and destroyed. They look like they're dead or just about to die. Now, there's a double-edged sword with it. On one side, I am like, finally, those Kages got what was coming to them. Madara for the win. But then on the other side, I'm like, Kishi, why you skip fight? I wanted to see that, man. So, I'm disappointed with that. Definitely disappointed. I wanted to see that full fight, just exactly what Madara did to knock them all out. Disappointed with that. But still, I'm glad Madara wiped the floor with them. Seemingly, I think what I'm guessing is gonna happen based on how Tsunade was telling the slug to get up and drag her to the other Kages, is she's going to use a jutsu that's going to revive all of them at the cost of her life. I think I'm calling it right here. Next few chapters, Tsunade's death will happen. I'm going to be sad because I do enjoy the character, and, she's the best character I've ever seen. No, but in all seriousness, I do have an attachment to the character because she's been from the original, and she's always just been like the motherly figure that Naruto's kind of never had. So for me personally, I'm gonna miss the character, but I definitely see her dying at the cost of she's gonna revive all the Kages, but she's gonna die. That's my prediction as far as that goes. But disappointed that we didn't see the fight, honestly. Next up, it seems as though the Jubi is being revived, the Ten Tails, and I don't know what's going to happen as far as that goes. I made a couple predictions, but it's seemingly happening because Madara's like, oh, so you already started the plan early, and you see like this big vortex going on. So for the people that have been like, oh, what's happening as far as the Ghetto Mazo statue, apparently it's already in motion. And that's good. So basically, all they're waiting for, I guess, is Naruto and B to throw them in there so they could complete it. Because they started it prematurely, and there's like a big vortex or something going on. And I guess that's what happened with the Ghetto Mazo statue. I can't wait to see where it's going to go from here as far as that goes. Because, it's like, are they going to be able to revive the freaking Ten Tails, and what's going to happen? Obviously, if they do throw Naruto and B in there, they're gonna die because you extract a beast like that, they're gonna die. So I don't know how that's gonna go down. Another thing that was revealed is Nagato was heavily embedded in the planning with Obito and Madara, because Madara mentions Nagato again. What happened to him? Nagato was probably a big part of all this stuff that's going on, which something big that I'm going to talk about later, but Nagato was definitely a big part of all this, and I think his Rini Tensei was something very important to their plan. And the fact that Madara's already brought him up, what, 2, 3 times? It's kind of funny. Madara is really just like, even though he's such an old character, he's like from 100 years ago, he's like a modern guy. He's like, what is it with people nowadays? And that really had me laughing. That was really funny. This chapter, I don't know, for me personally, outside of being annoyed and agitated that we skipped the fight, I really was interested because it just, the mystery keeps building, and it's like one question gets answered, another one gets asked, and that's really what I'm really liking about it. Another epic thing that I enjoyed, but at the same time it's like, holy crap, Naruto clashes with Madara Uchiha. He's like, what happened to the Kages? And he just like goes crazy charging at him, and since Obito gave back Madara his fan, he reflects back the attack at Naruto. That was freaking epic. It's like Naruto ain't gonna just beast him, Biju mode ain't gonna do what it thinks it's gonna do, So seeing that was pretty freaking cool. I really like that. It's like Naruto ain't gonna just come and wipe the floor with Madara. This is Madara Uchiha. You gotta respect him, alright? Love that moment. And then last but not least, the moment that just made me, now another week of waiting. Another freaking week of waiting was the very end when Kakashi is like, what happened, Obito? How did you meet up with this guy? What's going on? And then we get a small flashback panel with my prediction, people, mine. And probably a couple of you may have predicted it, I don't know, but Obito's there, young Obito, in like a cast, and he's just really messed up. You can tell this is right after the rocks fell on him, and he's like, where am I? and then an old man is like, or seemingly old man, is like, you're between this world and the next, young Uchiha. Now, at first glance, you would think that that is Nagato, because it looks kind of like him. Nagato had the white hair because of, all the jutsu and stuff at first glance. And then you look closely, he has a Sharingan in his eye. That is an old Madara Uchiha. That means Madara, probably because of the Senju DNA, which that is a cop-out, because a lot of times, like, the Senju DNA can only go so far, but that's probably why he's alive and so old at the same time. Like I said, Madara Uchiha rescued Obito from the rocks, and I think Renny Tensei has something to do with it. Maybe he grabbed his body, sewed it up, and used Renny Tensei, and maybe Nagato was around at that time as well, but that was definitely an old Madara Uchiha. My, right now, reaction is that I'm so caught up in the suspense of, is it exactly the way I predicted? Or is there a little more to it? I want to know. The thing about my prediction is I never took into account Nagato's role. So I want to see exactly how much of a role did he play in this, because Madara seems slightly dependent on him. Like, he keeps on asking about him. So I want to know more about Nagato's role. And overall, I'm just like, an old Madara rescued Obito. Yeah, people. What do you think about this? First of all, are you excited that we got this early? I'm super excited that we got 601 early. Couldn't have asked for anything better, because it's just like, yeah, I got it early. And then what do you think about all this? Because there was a lot that happened in this chapter. We got a lot. The Kages are seemingly dead. Tsunade looks like she's about to do something that's going to cost her life. Naruto's clashing with Madara. Obito's past is seemingly slowly getting revealed to be the thing that I've said. And Nagato's role. What are your thoughts on all this? We got a lot of questions. Let me know, and just your reaction to everything, because it's just this chapter, outside of, again, I'm going to state it one more time, big gripe is that he skipped the fight with the Kages, but everything else was solid, and I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see more, because it's like, I'm caught up seriously in the suspense. Crazy chapter. I loved it. Hands down, I loved it. Besides the skip fight, which is a big pain in the ass, because I wanted to see that, I loved it. But that's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up for Uchiha, Madara, Obito, and all this craziness, because every week I'm enjoying this. I'm really, really enjoying this. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.